You made a statement towards the end of the podcast with Daniel, right? Which was directly on this issue where, and you can correct me if I'm saying it wrong or misinterpreting, but you said that you would never declare an Ash'ari or Maturidi, someone who claims to be an Ash'ari or Maturidi, you would never declare them to be a deviant, right? That seemed like what you said, and it didn't leave any qualifications. So can you explain what you meant by that? And that's in the context of this.
No, it's exactly the same thing. If I'm willing to give, I think I mentioned it in the thing with Daniel, which is that if I'm willing to give a concession to Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, who is saying that Allah comes, does nuzul, and that means the angels, and was clear ta'wil. At that point, if I'm doing it with him, if I'm doing it with Abu Ya'la, if I'm doing it with the Nawawi, if I'm doing it with Ibn Aqil, if I'm doing it with Ibn Qudama, then at this point, in terms of tanzil, in terms of application of the law, في محك العملي, في المحك العملي, in terms of actually going to a person saying, you, fulan, are no longer Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, I have no right at that point. I will feel myself to be completely inconsistent if I say, well, you can believe in ta'wil because you have great usul, whatever that means, which we don't know what his usul is anyways, in Hajar or no, we don't know what that means.
The scholars discuss it, but yeah, go ahead.
For the sake of argument, so I'm willing to give all these concessions to all these figures, but then for you, because you have happened to be, Deobandi, I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to have to make the deal with you. I consider you to be a deviant. Therefore, you're, all the
ahkam. You want to kill all Deobandis? I mean, just come out and say it.
So no, but you see, I just don't see that's why I'm saying, like, okay, we can all make